How are you all doing today? It's Sky Autumn, and as I say so often, I am just a reporter. We have Diddy in the office. As most of you may know, Diddy is currently being housed in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn ahead of his trial on racketeering and sex trafficking charges. Here's a quick summary of what is going on with Diddy, why is he under arrest, and what may happen in the future. Diddy was arrested and taken into federal custody in New York Monday night. According to TMZ, sources told them Homeland Security swooped into a midtown hotel late Monday where Diddy was staying and they arrested him. Diddy's arrest was scheduled for Tuesday, but something happened that caused the feds to move in a day earlier. Diddy was then charged with 3 counts of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. According to the indictment, from 2008 to the present, members of the Combs enterprise allegedly engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. According to the indictment, the purpose of the Combs enterprise was to operate a global business in the media, entertainment, and lifestyle industry. The purpose also includes preserving Diddy's power and fulfilling his personal desires, especially in relation to his sexual gratification, including through the exploitation of women and the use of commercial workers. The indictment mentions the now famous freak-off party, calling them elaborate and produced performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded. The indictment alleges Combs lured women into his orbit under the pretense of a romantic relationship and then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers. After the freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use. 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant was seized during the raids at Diddy's home in Beverly Hills in Miami, including 3 AR-15s with defaced serial numbers and a drum magazine. Prosecutors say in late 2023, following public allegations of the crime, Combs and his associates would pressure victims and witnesses, including through attempted bribery, to stay silent. The feds let it be known that they do not want Diddy out on bail, as they believe not only is he a flight risk, but he is also a danger to society. And despite knowing all of this information, Diddy still proposed a $50 million package to secure his release on bail until his trial begins. That includes his mansion on Miami Star Island, which is worth $48 million, and his mother's Miami home, which is also worth $2 million. He was also willing to have his travel time limited to Florida, New York, and New Jersey. He said he was willing to wear a GPS monitor so the feds can track his whereabouts. With all of that, the judge denied bail, and he will remain in custody. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams says Diddy did not act alone and needed a lot of help to set up the freak-off parties. The feds say Diddy recorded the freak-offs and they seized the footage in the raid. Now, no one spoke up on Diddy's behalf, but Boosie did, as he's learned the time Diddy could be possibly facing if found guilty. Boosie wrote on Twitter, "I feel Diddy in jail for basically doing what every other famous entertainer has done. Flew out for threesomes. He just freakier. We actually go call women prostitutes who fly in willingly to be with their partners for sex. If that's the case, if you've been flued out and had sex, you should be labeled a prostitute. If that's the case, 80% of the women reading this in trafficking, you're a celebrity. You gotta fly pussy in. How else you gonna get the pussy? You're never in one place." When I saw that video, I was pissed off at this nigga like he really got a problem. But facing life in prison for doing basically what so many other entertainers has done, I disagree. I'm starting to feel like this trafficking charge for flying in for threesome will be a tool used to take down hip-hop artists and celebrities. Just think about it. Who flying they in to turn up? Who always in a different city and gotta fly to them? Who ain't tripping and gonna give their partner a little change? Think about it. This real. If you fly a chick in and y'all turn up and you give her a little change so she's straight when she go home, that sex trafficking. Be careful who you fly in. You all let me know what you think in my comment section below, and please like this video, touch that bell, that way you are notified every single upload.